Good morning. Peter Zalewski. I founded a company in 2006 called Condo Vultures. We've had some success, kind of hit at the right time, right place. What we do is we're an analytical company. We're collecting data. I was having a conversation outside earlier. We effectively could write title. We don't write title. We grab all the information, we slap it into all variety of databases, and then we use it for real-time information to sort of assess the real estate market. I also have a brokerage company, about 50 agents. They're out there collecting intel. They're feeding it back to the central headquarters, if you will. So we take the intel on the ground, we slap it together with the data we collect, and we try to get a real-time assessment of the marketplace. With a name like Zalewski, I'm used to being the last one normally. When I was going through school, I always get to the end, so it always bought me extra time. Let me sort of give an idea real quick what's going on. I was a financial journalist for 12 years. I wrote about banking. I dealt with regulators, venture capital, a variety of different things. In 2005, the local lenders started to tell me they were pulling out of the game. They were dumping it on the out-of-towners, and at that point I started to put together a business model and move forward. Left journalism in 06, have been running it this full time. What I can tell you is since 2003, and that's really sort of when the boom began, 185,000 condos were created, 85,000 were new construction, 100,000 were condo conversions. This all comes from the Florida Department of Business Professional Regulation. Of the 85,000 new condos that were created, roughly 50,000 are located east of I-95 in 7 major submarkets: West Palm Beach, Boca, Hollywood, Hallandale, Fort Lauderdale, Sunny Isles Beach, South Beach, and greater downtown Miami. We've gone through and quantified each submarket based on physical geography. We then went through, we looked at old and new, we put it all together, and now on a quarterly basis, we track condo closing reports. So we're effectively looking at a shadow inventory. What I can tell you on the shadow inventory side of the 50,000 new units that were built in these 7 submarkets since '03, roughly 9,000 remain. They're unspoken for. They haven't been backstopped by Chorus, the Chorus portfolio, i.e. Starwood. They haven't been backstopped by Gulfstream. They haven't been backstopped by Rockwood, some of the bigger transactions that occur. So right now you're looking at about 9,000 unsold, unspoken for units. Highest concentration of unsold units, percentage-wise, is in Boca Raton, 37%. You look at West Palm Beach, you got about 22%. You go into Fort Lauderdale or Hollywood, 0%. It's all gone in Broward County. Go into Dade County, downtown Miami, you got about 19 to 20% unsold out of 22,250 that went up during the boom, which is effectively tripling the inventory. So really what we're sort of saying, or what I'm sort of saying, is that it's moving away from new and it's starting to move its way into west of I-95, and that's primarily going to be the condo conversion side. A couple interesting tidbits to throw out there to you. The foreclosure freeze has impacted us tremendously down here. In the month of November, we saw about a 63% decrease year over year, a reduction in foreclosure filings. Right now, it's taking about 18 months to foreclose. It costs about $100,000 per property to foreclose. Back in the day before the boom, it took about 6 months and it cost about 40 grand. Banks are coming to the conclusion from a financial perspective, it makes more sense to simply go and short sell it rather than foreclose. So with the foreclosure freeze added to that, you're really seeing some changes. Last tidbit to sort of give you from a multiple listing service perspective in terms of inventory out there. Thanksgiving week of 2008, 2 months after Lehman failed, you had 108,000 properties for sale, Tri-County area, single family, condo, townhouse, all MLS. Today, after this Thanksgiving, you're down to 66,000. You got 21,000 pending sales. So the market's really changing dramatically. The unknown is, of the 100,000 properties that the banks have taken back through repossession, the unknown is how many have actually been taken to market and how many have been set aside in a separate LLC and simply be released slowly into the marketplace as pricing starts to stabilize.